again from Las Vegas. This is part 2 of How Hot is Too Hot, summer riding in Las Vegas. So we have Las Vegas Harley behind us again today. And this time I am on the 2025 Triumph Scrambler 400X. So 400 versus yesterday I was on my big 1200 Triumph Tiger 1200 Rally Explorer. So does it really make any difference how much heat is being given off by the bike, or is it all about the sun and how hot it is outside? So we have a dry t-shirt, just got here. Once again, it's about 10:30 in the morning, Sunday. I think it's, July 13th, I think. It's mid-July, summertime in Las Vegas. So let's see if it's too hot to ride. And for what it's worth, I don't know how well you can see it. That's the famous Las Vegas sign right there in the distance. Pretty cool. There's always planes flying overhead here. So this is a great spot. So we're going to take, it's only about 7 miles, hopefully less than half an hour today, depending on the lights. I'm going to take us from here at Las Vegas Harley to their original location at Sahara and Eastern. So let's hit it and see if it's already too hot to ride. All right, let's do this thing. I don't have, unfortunately on the Scrambler, I do not have a temperature gauge on the instruments, but I have a little app in Android Auto. Let's see if that comes up automatically, called Weather and Radar. Put this in neutral for a second. And there it is. I'm going to keep that on the screen. In the upper right corner, we get a temperature. So it says 96. I don't know how accurate that is. Of course, nothing's as accurate as the temperature gauge built right into your bike, or your car. But at least it's something. And here's a whole bunch of cars coming. Oh, not too bad. All right, off we go. Let's try the center lane this time. Oh, I can feel the breeze already. Now, I talked about this yesterday. Oh, quick pause for Pinball Museum. God, that's a cool place. If you get a chance, stop by there. I talked about this a little bit yesterday. This is a Klim Marrakesh jacket. It is essentially, it just looks like a normal jacket, but it's actually 100% mesh. The material that they use, the air, it's still super protective, but the air, go around a little more, blows right through it. So in the summer, this is just about as good as you can get. Well, as far as I'm concerned, this is the best jacket ever made in the history of the world. And it's excellent. It's worth the price. And it's about a third of a lot of these desert jackets that are out there that are up into the thousands. But anyway, it's also the highest protective rating as far as abrasive resistance when you're sliding down the asphalt from a crash. So it's the real deal. And then I wear this year round here, and then in the cooler weather, you just layer up underneath it. So it's really, really, and comfortable. That's the other bizarre part about it. It's so comfortable. It's actually stretchy. I have a kind of a good feeling that this car might be going at a better speed than the others. So let's just test that theory. Mandalay Bay Road. Yesterday, it was almost like we were traffic light inspectors. Got stopped at just about every light up the strip here. So We'll see if it's the same situation today or not. All right. See if we can zoom up here and be fortunate enough to make the light. Looks like we are. That's good. I know my GPS keeps reminding me to go a more sensible route. Turn right onto Trop and then go over to get to where we're going, but we're doing this for a reason here. The stop and go traffic is part of the experiment here, part of the test. Normally when I'm riding to work, it's only it's just under 5 miles from home to work, so it's roughly 10 minutes. It's not too bad, but you know, sometimes you get unlucky on those lights and you get stopped at almost every traffic light. So riding to work in the morning is the question. How hot is too hot? And it's all right. The temperature is actually changing on this little app here. It's saying 99 now, so interesting. So a lot of times in Vegas throughout the summer, pretty sure it doesn't even get under 100 at night. So there's a lot of traffic for this light here. Great. So if it's already 100 when you wake up in the morning, say 101, 102 by the time it's time to head into work, I think it's probably already, even in 10 minutes. We've been doing this for what, 5 minutes already, and I'm already feeling the. Of course, I had to ride to the Harley dealer to get started as well, but I'm thinking it's just not going to be realistic in the summertime to, even for only a 10-minute ride, to ride in the morning, because you're just going to be gooey by the time you get in the front door at work. And another question, maybe you can, if you have any opinions in the comments, what do you do when you take your bike to work? Do you have covered parking? Do you just leave it out in the parking lot all day and not worry about it? In the rest of the year, that's what I do. I just ride to work and leave it outside and not worry about it, and try and find a tree that might provide shade for part of the day. But is that a valid concern that it's sitting there for 11 hours in the direct sunlight 4 days a week? Or is that not really an issue? These things, you know, it'll take 50 years before it becomes an issue. I don't know. What do you think? Any opinions on that? I'd be curious to hear. Weekends are great for longer trips and doing dumb stuff like what I'm doing right now. But weekdays, it's a shame to have to leave the bikes in the garage. So, oh my gosh, that's a short light. Even at 30 miles an hour, I am feeling a little breeze, which means I'm probably already getting gross and sweaty under this shirt, because that's that swamp cooler effect. Put the visor back up if it's not too windy. That's a little better. strange. Today feels like the traffic is heavier, yet at the same time, it seems like I'm making better progress with these traffic lights. I'm still getting stopped, but it doesn't seem like as much. Harmon and Las Vegas Boulevard. What an intersection this is now. It's so different from 20 years ago. My gosh. This spot on the right was just a bare patch of dirt. Harmon Theater was just down to the right. They'd have unusual shows over there. And then across here we have, Cosmo is now a part of MGM. It wasn't originally. But City Center, what a huge project that was back around 2008. Still going strong. This whole area is just incredible. So I will say, looks like my Android Auto dropped its connection. That happens every once in a while on these things. I find if I just, this particular unit has a power button. Usually if you reboot it, it comes back up. And there's certain areas I found, didn't happen yesterday, but there are certain areas where there's some kind of a signal disruption. There's coming home on Highway 95, and it connects up to 215. Like if I've been down in Arizona or something. Yeah, there it goes. It's back up again. And there's that one off-ramp. It always drops. It's really strange. It did it in my car also, so it's just some kind of a weird signal interference in that area. Let's see if I can get oh, there we go. I like having this little device, this little Carp Ride 5-inch is just perfect for this bike. I just have it mounted with a quad lock mount to the crossbar that normally has a little foam pad on it when you first buy the bike, so it's great position and doesn't really mess up the view and the look of the bike. Full Android Auto, Apple CarPlay stuff, so that's nice. Yeah, go ahead. Oh yeah, that turns into right turn only over there. And this Jeep just thinks, hey, I'm orange, go around me, I'm just like a big traffic cone here. Yeah, we're making good time today, though. Wow, this is nice. And the other big question is, this is going to be, the results will be a little skewed, but is the heat less intense because of the smaller engine? I think it is. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. The fan on this one tends to run quite a lot anyway, but it was on the Tiger yesterday too. You could hear it especially when we were sitting. Of course, that's the whole point of the fan. Air's not blowing through the radiator, so the fan has to do it to supplement it. So, that's of course how it works. But yeah, there's just something about small commutes on a small bike. It's so much less stressful. The big one, when you leave town, you want to be on the big bike. It's just, so much more confidence inspiring. But when you are going through traffic like this or going to work, the small bike is just perfect. It's like I used to drive a 2005 Hummer H2 was my daily driver, and after a while I just thought, why am I taking this giant thing just to go to work every day? Or, didn't take it off-road very often. So that seems so, but now I'm thinking for exploring trails for the Scrambler. Kind of regretting getting rid of the Hummer, although the Hummer was just dumb. It was those things are poor quality. Dumb design on the inside. As big as it seems on the outside, the inside you still feel cramped. So I don't miss that. Or the puddle checks every morning, wondering what's leaking today, you know? Oh, screw this, I'm going through it. A little cheating there. Don't tell Mom. And yet again, feeling the breeze blowing through the jacket, so very nice. So according to the little weather app, we're just hovering around 99. It's supposed to be, I think it was 108 for the high again today, maybe 109. That's usually, I don't know, between 2 to 4 in the afternoon. You hit those high peak temps. Harrah's. Boy, this is a cool spot right here, too, with the farm shops over there. Great places to visit when you're here on vacation. Yeah, I love this. And then the massive reconstruction of the Mirage, converting it to hard rock. That is going to be amazing. If you ever want to look it up, Seminole Hard Rock in Florida. And it's going to be right here. That's what this building is that they're building. It's going to be a giant hard rock guitar, like a skyscraper. They already have one in Florida, and it's amazing. We've been there a couple times, and it's going to be an amazing new addition to the Las Vegas skyline, just like the Sphere was, and the Link, the observation wheel, and all these other things in the recent history. Hell, Fontainebleau is a nice addition. I don't know what's going on here, if this is expanding or just refurbishing on this tower, but that's a pretty big looking project they have going on there at the Venetian. Look at this, we're making another green light. Oh, we're back up. We caught back up to the Corvette. All right. Little red Corvette. Oh, that was a little jolting. Another police car we just passed. It's nice to see them always visible on Las Vegas Strip, on Las Vegas Boulevard. Zooks. I don't know why the first thing that pops into my head with that is Stewie. Gad, Zooks! Maybe they should hire Josh Gad to be a spokesperson for Zooks. It's a perfect fit. Wow, I don't see the corporate tool logos going today for Resort World. Yeah, the breeze, once again, okay, so that's what it's all about. I'm not feeling lightheaded like I was a little bit yesterday because the traffic situation was much worse yesterday. Oh, there it is. I commented on this yesterday. Gal Ritchie, OnlyFans. This lady has enough money to pay for a billboard on the Las Vegas Strip for her OnlyFans business. Wow. So anyway, at some of these stoplights yesterday, I was actually starting to feel a little nauseous and a little lightheaded. But I'm getting so much luckier with these lights today. The air is blowing right through. The air is blowing right through this jacket. It's not bad. Oh, you can smell the perfume again coming off of Fontainebleau. Very nice. I think I'm still going to be a hot, gross, sweaty mess by the time we get to the end result. or you know, the final destination at the original. Oh, there's the Corvette again. Yeah, this is really nice. Here we are on Sahara Avenue. Hey, look at that. We have a better class of driver over there today, too. They're actually pulling up to the line. Good for them. So we have 2 miles on East Sahara Avenue. We head east towards Eastern Avenue. And that's where the old original Las Vegas Harley location is. The app is now saying 100 degrees. It just keeps creeping up. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this Scrambler and its power, lack thereof. It's totally fine for stuff like this. Just have to keep in mind, relax, man. You'll get there eventually. And sometimes you'll get there faster than you will on the 1200 if you get lucky with the lights. This is actually a pleasant ride. Wow. What's this? McLeod. No, Maryland. Jeez. Doy. Paradise, then Maryland, then Eastern. The app is still saying 100 degrees. I think overall it's about the same outdoor temperature as it was yesterday. But you can't rely on good fortune with traffic lights as a means for saying I'll be fine today, because it's not always going to work out that way. You end up getting stuck like I did yesterday at almost every light. Next thing you know, you're in danger zone as far as feeling sick and lightheaded. Okay, next major traffic light, I believe, is our turn. Oh, Eastern. This is familiar. Same thing happened yesterday. Got stuck a little bit here. This guy's turning though, so I can sneak in. And it's just after the Wendy's and before the Panda. And here we are again at the original location of Las Vegas Harley. Well, that was really not that bad despite the extreme temperature. All right, here we are back again. And speaking of the back, I don't know if we can get the what my back looks like on this one. Back again at the original location of Las Vegas Harley. And this was not quite as bad. I'm still gross and sweaty And I think it's probably still, I don't know, on this one, if you get lucky with the lights, but you can't depend on that, is it still too hot to ride? That's a tough call. It's definitely more pleasant on a small bike like this. If you're just city driving, putzing around, leaving town, hitting the highway, maybe not so bad on a bigger bike like the Tiger, but I would have to say city driving, it's worth having a smaller one to drive to work or wherever it is you want to go. So I think that's gonna wrap it up for this one. Not a whole lot of difference. I'm wearing another gray shirt today to show, you know, it's still, I'm pretty well covered again with sweat, but I don't know. Is it too hot to ride when it's 100 plus? It all depends on just how eager you are to get out there and do it. Just don't do it in the city, I guess. And riding back and forth to work in this kind of weather, boy, I don't know. I would have to say probably not a good idea. So if this was entertaining, useful for you, don't forget to subscribe. And thanks for watching all the way to the end. And until next time, drive carefully and come back soon.